Chapter 1, The Enchanted Forest. Once upon a time, in the heart of an enchanted forest, there lived a mystical white tiger named Kavi. The forest was a magical place, teeming with life and filled with the chatter of animals, the rustle of leaves, and the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The trees were ancient, their branches reaching high into the sky, and their roots delving deep into the earth, creating a sense of timeless wonder. Kavi was not an ordinary tiger. His fur was as white as snow, and his eyes sparkled with the wisdom of ages. Legends whispered that he had been born under a rare celestial event, which had endowed him with extraordinary powers and a gentle heart. Despite his majestic appearance, Kavi was often misunderstood by the other creatures in the forest. His size and strength made them wary, and his solitude added to his enigmatic presence. Chapter 2, The New Arrival. One sunny morning, the forest was abuzz with excitement. A new creature had arrived, a little rabbit named Lila. Lila was adventurous and curious, with fur as soft as a cloud and eyes that twinkled with curiosity. She had moved to the enchanted forest with her family, who sought the safety and abundance it promised. As Lila explored her new home, she marveled at its beauty. She hopped around, making friends with the squirrels, birds, and even the shy deer. But she kept hearing tales about the mystical white tiger, Kavi, who lived in the deepest part of the forest. The stories varied, some said he was a wise guardian, while others warned he was a fierce predator. One day, driven by curiosity, Lila decided to find out the truth for herself. She ventured deeper into the forest, following the path less traveled, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. Chapter 3, The First Encounter. After hours of exploring, Lila finally found herself at the edge of a serene, crystal-clear lake. The water sparkled under the sunlight, reflecting the lush greenery around it. She took a moment to rest, enjoying the peaceful ambience. Suddenly, she heard a gentle splash. Turning around, she saw the mystical white tiger, Kavi, drinking from the lake. Lila froze, her heart racing. Kavi looked up, his piercing blue eyes meeting hers. For a moment, they simply stared at each other. Then, with a slow, deliberate movement, Kavi walked towards Lila. The little rabbit trembled, unsure of what to expect. To her surprise, Kavi spoke in a soft, soothing voice, "Hello, little one. What brings you to this part of the forest?" Gathering her courage, Lila replied, "I wanted to meet you, the mystical white tiger. I've heard so many stories about you, but I wanted to know the truth." Kavi smiled gently. "I understand. Stories can be powerful, but they are often misunderstood. Come, let's sit by the lake, and I will tell you my story." Chapter 4, Kavi's Tale. As they sat by the lake, Kavi began to share his story. "Many years ago, when I was just a cub, I was different from the others. My white fur and blue eyes set me apart. While my family and the other tigers accepted me, the other animals in the forest were wary of me. They saw my appearance as a sign of danger." He paused, looking at his reflection in the lake. "But my parents taught me to be kind and wise. They told me that my unique appearance was a gift, not a curse. I grew up learning about the forest, its secrets, and its magic. Over time, I discovered that I had special abilities, like healing and understanding the languages of all creatures." Lila listened intently, her fear slowly melting away. "Then why do some animals fear you?" she asked. Kavi sighed. "Fear often comes from misunderstanding. Some creatures saw my abilities and my size as a threat. They spread tales of a fearsome beast, and those tales took on a life of their own. I've tried to help and protect the forest, but it's hard to change deeply ingrained beliefs." Chapter 5, A Misunderstanding Unfolds. As days turned into weeks, Lila and Kavi became close friends. Lila's family noticed her frequent absences and grew worried. One day, they followed her to the lake and were shocked to see her with Kavi. Misunderstanding the situation, they assumed the worst, that Kavi had captured their beloved daughter. In a panic, they rallied the other forest animals. "We must rescue Lila from the clutches of the white tiger," they cried. The animals, fueled by their fear and misunderstanding, gathered torches and tools, ready to confront Kavi. Lila, sensing the growing tension, tried to explain to her family and friends. "No, you've got it all wrong. Kavi is kind and gentle. He's my friend." But her words were drowned out by the collective fear. The animals marched towards the lake, their determination fueled by the desire to protect one of their own. Chapter 6, The Confrontation. As the angry mob approached, Kavi sensed the disturbance. He stood by the lake, calm and composed, waiting for them to arrive. When the animals reached the clearing, they were taken aback by Kavi's serene demeanor. Lila's father, a wise old rabbit, stepped forward. "Release our daughter, Kavi, or face the consequences." Kavi looked at Lila, who nodded encouragingly. "There is a misunderstanding here," Kavi said, his voice carrying a tone of calm authority. "Lila is my friend. I mean no harm to anyone in this forest." The animals hesitated, unsure of how to proceed. Lila's father looked at her. "Is this true, Lila?" Lila nodded vigorously. "Yes, father. Kavi has been nothing but kind to me. He's taught me so much about the forest and its magic." The crowd murmured among themselves, the anger slowly dissipating. Kavi continued, "I understand your fear. But fear often stems from not knowing the truth. Let us talk, and I will answer any questions you have." Chapter 7, Understanding and Acceptance. As the animals listened to Kavi's story, their fear turned to curiosity. He spoke about his life, his powers, and his desire to protect the forest. Lila stood by his side, vouching for his kindness and wisdom. Gradually, the animals began to see Kavi in a new light. They realized that their fear had been based on rumors and misunderstandings. One by one, they apologized to Kavi for their hostility and thanked him for his patience. Lila's father stepped forward once more. "Kavi, we owe you an apology. We were wrong to judge you without knowing the truth. You are a guardian of this forest, and we are grateful for your presence." Kavi smiled, his heart warmed by their acceptance. "Thank you. Let us work together to protect this enchanted forest and its magic." Chapter 8, A New Beginning. With the misunderstanding resolved, the forest thrived like never before. The animals, now united, worked together to ensure the well-being of their home. Kavi became a trusted friend and guardian, his wisdom guiding them through challenges and helping them grow. Lila continued to learn from Kavi, their bond growing stronger each day. She shared her knowledge with the other animals, spreading the message of understanding and acceptance. The enchanted forest became a place of harmony, where differences were celebrated and misunderstandings were resolved through open communication. Kavi's legend grew, not as a fearsome beast, but as a symbol of wisdom and kindness. And so, the mystical white tiger's tale became a story passed down through generations, a reminder that understanding and acceptance can transform fear into friendship.